Hello, hello. Good morning to those of you who are celebrating the morning time. If you're watching this later in the day, good afternoon or good evening to you. So this class today is a place where we're going to really be gentle with ourselves. It's gentle yoga, but we're also going to focus on just checking in, connecting with one another, and using the practice of yoga as we always do. So in our world, we have a lot of heaviness going on and a lot of stress, a lot of pain. It's sometimes triggering for some folks. What can I do? What can I do? And what we're going to focus on today is what can we do? What can we do? So people are still trickling in. So I'm holding just a little bit here, but finding out where you are, just maybe circling your neck a little bit, check in and see how your shoulders are doing. Just taking some time to sip some water if you've got that and let yourself be nourished by that. That body, mind, and spirit practice. So again, for those of you just coming in, we are in a class today where we're offering it to everybody, anybody who wants to join all over. And so if you're in the paid program, this is a bonus class. We're not counting this, but today I really wanted to take some time to acknowledge what's happening in our world right now. It's super heavy, and this idea of the pain that people are in, and just breath, right? Breath is a really big focus right now. COVID, I can't breathe, and the rage that's being caused by that. And so we're coming together. We're coming together in unity, in community, in global togetherness. And we're going to focus on keeping our own lights on as we hold space for all those that are suffering. And maybe it's you that's suffering. You know, I do want to say one thing, though. In a lot of my work, you know, I talk about mindset and what mindset we have. And it's not that we're always trying to think happy thoughts or positive thoughts. That's never what I am encouraging. Because life isn't always happy and positive. There is sadness, there is rage, there's frustration, as you know. And so when we think about mindfulness and we think about mindset, we're not disregarding these real human feelings. We're not disregarding that this is how we feel. We're noticing it. We're noticing, I feel rage, I feel clenched, I feel whatever it is for you, heaviness, grief, cold, numb, whatever it is, we want to acknowledge it, notice it, and then go into it. And once we go into it, it dissolves a little bit. It dissolves a little bit. And we can turn that anger into passion, into leadership, into moving forward. We want to have these emotions that are getting us in movement rather than keeping us stuck. And so in the mindset coaching that I often do, it's the idea that you are looking at it and you are moving through it. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be noticing it, and we're going to be moving through it. We're going to be noticing where it sticks in our bodies. Okay. So please find your way to your mat. And turning off your phones. Turning off your phones, turning off anything that's around you, distracting, shut down Facebook and all the news and all the extras, and just let's take a moment here. Gently closing your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. If it doesn't, just look down towards the floor a little bit. How are you today? Literally ask, how am I today? How am I? We want to go beyond that judgment. We're not good, we're not bad. How am I? What am I feeling and where? Start to do that body scan. Do you feel a clenching around your chest? A squeezing around the ribs? A locked scalp just gripping around the head? Do you have shoulders that are hung up by the ears? Are you gripping through your hips or your glutes or your toes or fingers? You do have tension right now. You do. Where? Where is it? Or gently walking inward. And we're doing this with 20 or 30 people here online with us right now, but also the people who are going to watch later. We're all here together, just checking in to see how we are. Where is your tension? Do you feel a creepy crawly around your neck? Do you feel clenching around your eyes or your teeth, jaw? You are holding tension right now. Can you look and see where? Do you feel heavy around your heart? Around your throat? Take your hands and put them wherever you feel a sense of tightness. It's a natural instinct, our healing hands. When we get an ouchie, we immediately take our hands to that spot. If we bump our shin or our elbow, we hold on to that ouch spot, that sore spot. And so we're going to do that mindfully right now. Find where you're clenching, where you're tight, and just hold it there with love. For me today, I feel very heavy in my heart and heavy in my throat. Where do you feel heavy or tight or sore or stiff? Let's take a couple breaths here, about 5 breaths, and just hold that spot with your loving and very healing hands. Just noticing. So as we move through our class today, obviously, of course, if there's anything that I'm offering that doesn't feel resonating with you, it doesn't feel connecting to you, then you do your own thing. As always, you are your own teacher. I'm here as a guide. I'm distilling the knowledge that I have to give to you, and you take whatever it is that you want to take, and then you distill it for those around you as you teach your world what you know. And for me today, I would like to focus on this idea of taking in and giving out, taking in and giving out. So we'll do a short little connecting here, our little intention. And normally make an intention of what we need from our practice today, what we need, how we want to feel and all that. And if that's something you'd like to do today, please feel free. But for me today, I would like to use the practice to give to someone else. So It's in Buddhism, the Tonglen Meditation, where you're linking up with others. We're going to be using this idea that there is suffering around us. And again, maybe it is you that's suffering today. I want you to bring your attention to someone maybe who is ill, maybe who is unfairly treated, maybe who is enraged, someone who could benefit from your practice, from your breathing today, from your moving today, from your self-care today. So let's settle in and bring to your mind's attention someone who could benefit from the work that you're doing today. And again, maybe it's you, and that's okay too. So we'll take about 5 breaths, bringing your attention to someone or some that need or could benefit from this body-mind practice. And every time you breathe in, take in the nostrils, take in air through both nostrils, breathe it in. And on your exhale, just let the exhale drop as deeply as you can, as long as you can. Just exhale, 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 all the way to the very, very bottom. And do it again. Take in another big inhale through both nostrils. And exhale all the way, all the way, all the way to the bottom. On the next 3 or 4 breaths, think about the folks that you're aligning with that could benefit from this work, and give yourself a mantra. A mantra that will help you stay anchored to them and to this being a gift. And again, if what you need is to take care of yourself today, that is beautiful as well. You let this practice serve you wherever you are. What can you use as your mantra today? Start to settle in on that 1 or 2 word phrase. Beautiful. And let's bring our palms to touch, thumbs against the heart. Remind yourself of the promise that you're making or the gift that you're giving. And we'll gently bring our chin to the chest, slowly open our eyes, see the fingertips. Remember the promise, and then gently releasing your hands, okay? All right, we're gonna make our way over to hands and knees pose. Again, if there's anything I'm offering that doesn't feel right for you, of course you skip it. We're gonna bring ourselves into hands and knees. We're gonna spread the fingers, equal space between each and every finger. And we're gonna take a breath in through the nose and exhale, stick out your tongue, big ugly lion face. Inhale through the nose, big lion face. Stick your tongue out, try to touch your chin with your tongue, look towards your forehead. It's a crazy face. 3 more, big inhale through the nose. Imagine dark, smoky, gray, black is coming out. As long as you can on that exhale. Big inhale. Maybe even fire. One more time, big inhale. This time we're going to go to downward dog, big lion roar. If you feel like you want to keep the lion breath going, feel free. Otherwise, close your lips and start to create that rhythm in the nose. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. This is a beautiful thing you're doing in downward dog. You're stirring yourself up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you feel really heavy today, or if you feel emotional pain, it's nice to hum. Just creating a vibration through you as you're opening up that throat. 2 more deep breaths. And gently bringing our knees down, knees down, knees down into our child's pose. Make a pillow with your arms and rest your head. So when we are focusing on serving others with our practice today, we're going to spend the beginning releasing whatever you have going on, and then we'll bring in that other person or that other movement that you're wanting to use today. So right now, this is about you releasing neck and shoulder tension, you releasing that held breath, you releasing that hip, whatever you need. Okay, here we go again. Hands and knees. 5 lion breaths. It's a crazy face too. You're like, I mean, really, really let it go. Okay. Spreading your fingers, curling your toes under. Take a big old drink of clean air through the nose. And then empty yourself out. Exhale. Some of you can go to down dog. Some of you can stay here on knees down. 4 more. Take a big inhale. Empty the tension. Inhale. Two more. Inhale. Try to empty to the very bottom. Keep pushing out that air, air, air. And last round, we're going to go to down dog together. Big inhale. Dumping your world upside down. Find downward dog. Open your eyes. Look around. Look at your feet. Look at your ankles. If you see any dust bunnies, look the other way. Start to create a rhythm in your breathing now with the lips closed. Imagine the very base of your skull and the top of the neck. See if you can find release there. Long neck. The longest neck you have. One more deep breath. And exhale, bringing your knees down, knees down, knees down. And child's pose again, please, and pause. Starting to bring your attention again to the mantra that you set. To benefit from the practice, what do you want? To give the practice away? How can you serve? And heading towards dolphin now. We're going to bring our elbows down. Touch the hands if you want, or leave them on the floor. Squeeze those elbows together. Some of us will just drop the head and just feel that neck release. And some of us will go all the way up to knees extended in dolphin pose. This time we're going to be pursing our lips like we're blowing through a straw. Take a big inhale. Purse your lips and blow. 4 more. Inhale through the nose. Maybe the color of your exhale is a little bit gray, a little less dark. Just notice. Of course, we're talking about creative imagination. Mindful visualizations. 2 more. If you need to keep your knees down, feel free. That heat you're creating right now, we're transforming it. 1 more deep breath. And we'll bring our knees down, 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 and child's pose to pause. Beautiful. Okay, come on back up. Back to hands and knees. We're going to pull that belly lock in and up. We're going to take the right arm up, reach it up. Exhale, thread it through, and come back up. Some of you may find that you would like to have a pillow here. So we're doing eye of the needle, tabletop, reaching that left arm up, thread it through, shoulder comes to the mat, maybe head to the block or not. And up we go again. Inhale. Exhale, reach. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, you can still be using your lion breath or pursing your lips. 1 more. And if you feel like a lot of chaos inside of you, a lot of heaviness, use those big exhales. We're going to hold here, bringing your arm down, interlace your fingers, find a nice big twist here, and breathe. Breathe between your shoulders. Who can you give this stretch to? Who can you help open their shoulders and the neck? A loving gift. 1 more deep breath. And come on up, and pause. Let's do it again. Second side, please reach your opposite arm up and thread it through. Using an exhaling pattern that serves you. Cool air with a pursed lips. That's a nice way to really empty out. The lion breath is if you feel like you have a lot of chaos, a lot of rage, or real heaviness. It's almost like a fiery lion. So finding a pattern that works for you. 2 more. One more. Reach it, reach it, reach it. Interlace your fingers again and pull, having a nice pause here. And as you hang out there, so in yoga, in Ayurveda, we have the different energies. We have our fire energy, we have our wind energy, and we have our heat. No, I already said that. Fire, earth, and wind. But we also have this gelling, connective energy, this ojas, where it's just so ooey gooey and loving in our communities and between each and all of us, this ojas. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for today, is that we just feel so connected, not to just the people here, but all over the world. Just Give your best cuddles away. Give your best love away. And maybe again, maybe it's you that needs it. And if it's you that needs it, feel it from us. We're together. We're hugging and cuddling and nuzzling. Just really, really ooey gooey, earthy. Curl your toes under and back up. You know, they're in Ayurveda also, we have the people who are real strong, powerful leaders, and we have the people who are super, super creative. And we have these wonderful people that are leading so many decisions, but it is our people that are really our nurturers that keep us where we are. And we're turning up this quality of nurturers. Feel yourself being nurtured and feel yourself of a nurturer. 2 more deep breaths. One more big breath. And exhale. This time we're going to walk our feet forward. We're going to come to a standing forward fold. If the hamstrings aren't quite ready for this, feel free to bend your knees. Take your hands to your neck and shoulders and just give yourself a little massage. Who do you know who could benefit from this loving massage? Global togetherness, togetherness, we're together. One more deep breath. And strong, powerful, but slow lift. Slow, 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 slow. Come on up. Beautiful. Take your legs out nice and wide. Heels wide, toes in. Heels wide, toes in. Take your arms out nice and wide. Big opening here. See if you can touch the right side of the room and the left side of the room. At the same time as you're reaching out really wide, see if you can lift the crown of the head to the ceiling. Please double check that you're not turning the toes out, but the toes are in, so we stay nice and safe. And feel the heat. Tailbone reaching down, crown of head reaching up, right hand, left hand, everything is reaching. We're pulling towards the spine, but we're also reaching out. One more deep breath. Inhale, turn the palms up, reach to the sky, tap, tap, and then exhale, come on down. Okay, again, please inhale halfway up, extending out. Turning the palms down or up. Actually, let's turn them up, palms up. Put a little soft elbow bend here to keep it nice and safe. Keep your head on top, and we're just going to do little tiny stirs. Make them very small. Imagine that there's just a bunch of grease, just a bunch of really clunky, stagnated energy here, and you're stirring it up. You're scraping it off. If it's causing you pain, obviously you'll do less or nothing in this realm. You'll just hold those arms out. You can feel that energy moving around. It's getting harder to do. Keep your breathing. Don't quit. Don't quit unless it hurts, then you'll quit. But just stay here. I know it's challenging. 20, 19, you could look to the left, you could look to the right. Use those exhales. Shoulders are relaxed, neck is long, little circles with those shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Interlace your fingers behind you and Prasarita Padottanasana. You could take your knuckles to the sky. If this is not where you are today, you can use your blocks and make it much less. One more deep breath. Relaxing the arms down, put a soft bend in the knees and peel your body up. Moving very gently for triangle pose. Turn your right arm or right leg out. Just take a little bit of a tilt over here. We're not going to crank out the most amazing triangle pose. We're just going to keep it fluid. I'm even going to keep my knee bent here. Just move around a little bit. Double check that your left knee is over the second and third toe. Again, finding a spot where you're either benefiting from this work or you're giving it to someone else. So this class is a little bit different. We're not breaking it down like we would typically do it. We're just using the practice on the mat to move our own energy or to share. Starting to create that rhythm in the breath. Inhale. Maybe you're taking in some dark air, that idea, that gray smoke, and you're using the fire inside you to light up that air. Now you're sending out that white smoke, that clean, pure air to anybody who needs it. Two more. Grabbing this energy from your gut all the way up, pulling it out of you, using it. Exhale, this very clean. And come on up. Closing that left foot, open up that right leg. Again, keep a knee bend if you want. And we're just going to take some time here just to explore. Maybe you have an achy hip, maybe you have an achy shoulder, maybe you have a heavy heart, maybe you have irritable bowel. What's going on for you? Check that your right knee is over that second, third toe. And check that your breathing is being useful. You're breathing in. Again, if you're giving this away, maybe you're taking in that darkness. You're transforming it with your own fire, and exhale, you're sharing this practice. Giving my practice away has helped me so many times when I'm feeling hard or heavy or numb. Again, if it's something you need today, take it. Take it for yourself. And take it from all of us too. We're holding you. Two more breaths. The next time you exhale, we'll come on up. Come on up. We'll close that hip as well, and we'll gently walk the feet together. Let's head to the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Stay here if you want to. Some of you may want to go back to your downward dog. When we start to get stressed, it feels like we're running on marbles. We're either fleeing or we're freezing. And so today we're just moving through. We're using some heat to transform, to fire us up. We're using this very nurturing energy in our mind. And we're moving our breath, moving our bodies, keeping our lights on, keeping ourselves in balance. The world needs you to keep your light on. One more deep breath. All right, gently start to walk your feet forward and back to the standing forward fold. Take your time to slowly come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. So you can take your legs in mountain pose or wide again. You decide what you need. We're going to take goalpost arms now. Okay. Double check that you're not torquing out that elbow. See how the elbow is not in line with my shoulder? Make it nice, straight out from that shoulder. So we have a nice, powerful goalpost arm. Hug the belly, lock in, and we're just going to do a little bit of a movement here. Just a tiny bit. We're trying to feel that movement through the ribs. It's gentle. Notice the chin stays above the sternum. Right? We're not turning the neck. We're only turning the body, the torso. Six more. Who could move their spine? Who could get a little freedom in their spine, especially right around that heart center? 2 and 1. Depending upon the level of your shoulders, some of us will put our hand right on our torso here, and some of us will be able to bring our hand behind us as well. If that's not accessible on your shoulders, then just do the front body. And we're going to imagine this beautiful green right here at the heart center. Whatever breathing you want to do, big lion or pursing your lips and blowing. See if you can breathe into both hands and give your best breath away. Two more. Beautiful. Drop your left ear to the left shoulder. Now deciding what you want to do here. Some of you will be able to grab your bicep here. Okay, that's an option. And you're dropping your ear. You could have mountain legs if you want to, or you could be wide open. Take in space on the inhale, and the exhale, share it. Share us with us that work you're doing. This very cuddly, nurturing quality today. Big inhale. And feel the love. I'm sending you so much right now. One more. Beautiful. Drop your chin and release. Come back to standing. Is anything shifting for you? I'll take a moment to notice. Do you still feel heavy like you did? Is it getting a little bit lighter? Is it shifting? How are you? How are you feeling? Again, we're not trying to think happy thoughts. We're not trying to be positive. You may feel like you want to have a big cry. Just, how are you? Just check. And taking your hands to the area where you feel like you need love. Maybe it's around the eyes. Maybe it's the throat. Maybe it's the heart center. And send your love in those spots. Your magical healing hands. Okay, we're going to switch sides now. We're going to take the opposite hand. For me, it's the left hand on the heart. Maybe you did it the other way. And the right hand behind you, if that works. If it doesn't, just put both hands here. We're going to walk our feet in for those of you who are wider, and we're going to bend the knees. Double check that the knees are staying right over the ankle. Right over the ankle. Okay, I'm not buckling. This is going to be a long hold. Drop the thigh bones and telescope up, really sitting tall. Or you could be in your mountain pose, 5 breaths. Put that mantra. Are you giving this to somebody? Give it away. This grounded, this rooted, this sense of I belong, root chakra. Beautiful. Straighten the legs, open those heels wide, and we're tipping it over again. Prasarita Padottanasana, forward fold. Whatever you want to do here, you could grab your calves, you could go back to that yoga mudra, you could be rubbing your neck. Togetherness, holding you, holding us. When we come together and we all have our light on, it's a bright one. Give your best love away. Beautiful. Finding a clever, creative way to come to the floor. We're going to come down onto the floor. For those of you who feel like it's best for you to be sitting on something, please feel free to sit on something. And I'm bringing this up specifically because sometimes when we are caretakers and we're nurturers for others, we just kind of slap our care together and we just go out and serve, and that's what causes us to burn out. So as we're moving through this practice, or even through our lives and our work, we take care of ourselves first. We put our own oxygen mask on first. We deal with what's going on with us first, and then we show up without resentment. So taking the time to set up these poses is a really key way to practicing that. You know, in order for me to do these poses, I have to make sure I'm aligned with integrity so that I can benefit here. Okay. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Thigh bones are heavy. Hands down by your sides. If you need to have blocks, grab them. Toes are turned onto the kneecaps. The knees are really firm and the quadriceps are pulled up. And we're going to hold here. This is a challenging pose. Dandasana. Here we go. Big inhale. And exhale. See if you can imagine that you're breathing into those hands again. Big inhale. Your legs are turned on. Big inhale. One more. And let the whole thing flop out. Exhale. You can let your belly flop out. Let your torso relax. We're going to do that again. Recreate your mantra. Use these breaths to send out healing and love and cuddles to the world if that's what you're doing today, or really feel yourself sending into the areas where you need attention. Okay, here we go. Dandasana, second round out of 3. Here we go. Fire it up. Quads are on. Belly lock is on. We're not overdoing it. We're nice and neutral, perpendicular to the floor. Chin is parallel. Sitting up nice and tall. Get your mantra in your mind. Big inhale. And exhale, lion breath, or pursing your lips, or with the lips closed. One more deep breath. Beautiful. Let yourself flop out. How are you? Check in, see if anything's moving or shifting. Where's your tension? You do have tension. Where is it? Where is it? Is it the throat? You squeezing your bottom or clenching your gut? Squinting, frowning? Just check in, see if you can be melty, juicy, sweet, cuddly, gentle, loving. Okay. Last round, third round. Some of us are going to go over to grabbing our toes. If you want to strap, you can do that, or you could keep that Dandasana. So either Dandasana or Paschimottanasana, either one. Okay, here we go. Big inhale. Exhale, hands on the mat or forward fold. Legs are staying very active here. Use this practice to give it to someone who needs it or wants it or could benefit from it, or for yourself. And gently, slowly, slowly, slowly come on up. We're going to bring both of our feet to bend. No, our knees to bend. Don't bend your feet. Don't bend your feet. Ankles underneath those knees. And if this is not comfortable for you, make it comfortable any way you want. So in my inner circle group this month, we're doing relationships, and I love the book, Thich Nhat Hanh's book, True Love. It's amazing. It's just great. So I recommend you look at it. But one of the things he talks about, one of the very primary focuses of true love is understanding. You can't understand something you can't love something you don't understand. So seeking understanding is really key to the idea of being loving. And I love that so much. Understanding ourselves, understanding another, understanding someone who's not at all in our realm. So it's harder to understand maybe where they're coming from, that kind of thing. And so that's a really beautiful practice in mindfulness, is just seeking to understand it from someone else's perspective. So this breathing we're going to do is called Brahmari breath. It's a bumblebee breath that the yogis say it's great for really violent thoughts. It's when your mind is really out there. Taught a lot in prisons and areas where people are very violent. So we're all violent. We're all violent. We have violent thoughts. We have judgment thoughts. We beat ourselves up. We're very critical of others, that kind of thing. So we just want to use this Brahmari breath to just check in and relax, like check in with yourself really deeply and just be with what that is, not the chatter, not the criticisms or the violence in our thoughts. Okay. So I'm having us either put our elbows on our knees like this. If this isn't comfortable and you want to do something like this, where you're resting, I want you to be really relaxed. Okay. However that is for you. Okay. So we're going to put our elbows comfortable. In just a moment, we're going to close our ears and block our eyes. We're not pressing on the eyes, we're just closing them. And we're going to hum the exhale. And what I'm encouraging you to do is when you're exhaling, when you're humming, go in. Where is that noise coming from? How does it benefit my tissues to have this quality happening? Really go inside and seek to understand what is happening, not just scientifically, but energetically. Okay, here we go. We'll do, let's do 5 rounds. So on your own, you won't be able to hear me. So you're going to close your ears, you're going to close your eyes, you're going to inhale for 4 or 6, and you're going to exhale for 6 or 8, whatever rhythm feels better to you, but let the exhale be a little longer. Okay, Brahmari breath, bumblebee breath, going in, seeking to understand. Okay, here we go. Take a big inhale. And when you're ready, just relax the hands to the lap, sitting up nice and tall. And we'll take 1 minute, about 8 to 12 breaths in silence. And in this moment of silence, perhaps you want to seek to understand. And on this last minute, bringing in your attention of who you want to give this practice away to. Maybe it was you or a family member or someone you don't know. We're going to use the Tonglen Meditation from the Buddhists, where we're going to take in their heaviness, their pain, their suffering, their tension, whatever it is from them. We're going to take it in on the inhale. It's not getting soaked into us. We're just holding it for them. And then on the exhale, we're going to send healing or love or cuddles or nuzzles or whatever. So we're not soaking in that negativity. We're just lifting it off of them, giving them a little bit of a break, and then sending our loving energy. We're going to do this 8 to 12 breaths. Again, take in the heaviness for them, lift it up on the inhale, and on the exhale, sending your healing, loving, compassionate energy to them. Here we go. Beautiful. And before our Shavasana today, before our final relaxation pose, we're going to borrow another meditation, a mindfulness meditation that I got from a teacher in Chicago, Elise Commerce. And she's a beautiful meditation teacher. And it is borrowed again from the Buddhists. But if you'd like, take your hands to your heart or hands in prayer. So I'll say it. And if you feel like you want to say it after me, please feel free, or maybe you'll think it, or maybe you'll go ahead and make your way to Shavasana and you'll just enjoy. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from harm. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from harm. May we all be happy. May we all be peaceful. May we all be free from harm. And gently making your way to your resting position on your back, building any kind of position you want. Neck and shoulder opening, maybe do a fish pose. Hip openers, maybe do bound angle with the feet touching and the knees open. Whatever you want, whatever would serve you best. And please make your way there now. The Shavasana, the final resting pose, is the most important pose we have. It's where the work we've done gets processed. It gets soaked in. And so it's a really important pose to take a moment to enjoy. 5 minutes, 8 minutes. So finding your way there now, finding a place that feels really comfortable for you, really, really nurtured, safe, relaxed, held. And again, if there's someone you know that could benefit from feeling safe, nurtured, and held, you could give this posture to them too. Allow the head to be heavy, the arms to be heavy, the hips, the legs, the heels. Let yourself drop. Taking in the air through the nose and then letting it go. Again, taking in this next moment, this moment right here, right now. Take it in through the nose and then watch it go. Exhale. Gone forever. And take it this next moment, soak it in, enjoy it. Really breathe it in. Feel your body absorbing this breath. Exhale, surrender into this sense of peace, safety, nurturing, togetherness. It takes all of us, all of us. 2 more big breaths. All right. As always, may this practice be of benefit to you. And may we sit in a spirit of gratitude, grateful for mindfulness, grateful for awareness, grateful for the tools, grateful for the change, grateful for the action, grateful for the helpers, grateful for the health. Just sitting in a spirit of gratitude. It feels better. Being grateful for all of it. It's times like this that show us who we truly are, who we are now, and who we are becoming. And who are you? Who are you right now? With all my love, deep, deep bows to you all. Thank you so much for coming together with us. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for keeping your light on during these dark times. We need you to keep your light on. We need you to. Namaste.